Hi, this is Kelly Carl, and welcome to... Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, me and Matt here. This is Kelly Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury for Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Now, as it stands right now, and obviously card's subject to change, but we're running out of time, as it seems.
Yeah, we're literally just 5 days away
Yeah,
from the Rumble.
yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, we already have 2 matches, at least. I thought maybe we would throw in one of the women's titles, or, well, I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all we need, but it is what it is. It's going to be fun, that's for sure. Royal Rumble's always fun.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I think that with what happened on Raw, I don't know what's going to happen in regards to the World Heavyweight title. We've talked about that.
Well, okay. They didn't have Seth, relinquish the title. He is going to be out for a little bit because he tore his MCL and he partially tore his meniscus. It's like a grade 2 tear, and it doesn't seem like he's going to require surgery for it. You just gotta, rehab it, whatever. So I think for the time being, while Seth is away, they may just have him hold on to the title until he's healed, and then he will, defend the title again some point down the line. More either, well, I would say within the time period of WrestleMania, so within the next 3 to 4 months.
Like, do they need the World Heavyweight Championship right now? No.
No.
Would it be a good idea? Yes, because, I mean, you're representing both Raw and SmackDown. And yes, we are the current Wheels of Fury champion.
Yeah.
Wish we could have that marketed. But
Marketed, yeah, exactly.
in the meantime, you look at... Okay, so he wants to hold on to the title while he goes into rehab or whatever. Honestly, if I were him, and it's probably going to be not a popular opinion, I would have just relinquished the title.
I believe we're in a time period now where, back 20 years ago, if you had an injury severe enough where you required surgery or not, you had to give up the title.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to, keep the title on TV and, on Raw or on SmackDown and all the pay-per-views back then at that point. Now it seems to be a matter of the champion to be on TV as frequently, like not very often, very frequently.
Right.
Maybe make an appearance on Raw, maybe make an appearance on SmackDown, and premium live events, but they don't absolutely have to be on every single show, every single month, and, you know, defend the title, or just be on the show itself as is.
Right.
It's like back 20 years ago, the titles had to be on the show, whether it was Raw or SmackDown or the pay-per-views. Now it's like the titles are of such importance that it doesn't really matter if the champion is advertised for a pay-per-view or advertised for Raw, advertised for SmackDown. Yeah, and we still know who the champion is, whether it be the Universal Champion, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Women's Champion, the Tag Team Champions, etc., etc.
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying that the titles aren't as significant now as they were 20 years ago, because they most definitely are. It just seems to be that, you know, it's okay now for the champion to have the title and, you know, not be on TV as much.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I mean, I mostly agree because there's two main titles. So
Right.
if the WWE Champion isn't on TV as much, the World Heavyweight Champion will be on TV, and vice versa. I just think that it's a shame that it happened, and we all know that history and the injuries that he has. On the other hand, you also have the fact that you have all these feuds coming, you know, CM Punk and Cody, or, you know, you could throw Drew McIntyre in the mix.
Right.
You could throw Jey Uso in the mix. Hell, Damian Priest is still your Money in the Bank, so throw him in the mix. So it's kind of like, I don't think it would have hurt to have the title on the line at the Royal Rumble.
Right.
Nothing to take away from Seth or anything like that. It's just, you can't tell me that you're going to go rehab something that could possibly be broken. Because I've had a broken leg. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to go, well, yeah, we could rehab it, but what good's that going to do?
Well, I think Seth is going to definitely take some time off.
Yeah.
To let both heal. And then once they're healed enough to where he can, you know, get back in the ring or, you know, go through all the process of rehabilitation, he'll start that.
Right. So let's start off, speaking of championships, we've got Logan Paul, who will take on Kevin Owens. And as a celebrity coming into the wrestling world, I mean, here's a guy that's boxed, wrestled, whatever else.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Owens has had a good run with the title years ago.
Right.
I'm surprised Logan lasted as long as he did.
I mean, a lot of celebrities, usually when they come in and do any sort of involvement in wrestling, whether it be guest referee, outside enforcer, or get in the ring and have a match, generally speaking, it's a one and done deal. You look at Lawrence Taylor when he wrestled Bam Bam Bigelow. You look at Mickey Rourke when he knocked out Jericho. You look at WrestleMania 2, all those football players that were in the Battle Royal.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. Bad Bunny and Logan Paul seem to be the only two celebrities that have like really good athleticism and like really want to do this.
Oh yeah.
And have a passion for it. Not saying that all those other celebrities didn't. It just seems to be like, okay, you look at Logan Paul. He's friggin' been like wrestling with his bodies in a ring, in like a garage or whatever, and Bad Bunny. I think he just kind of was thrown into the mix, really.
Yeah.
Not really much training. And then, Logan Paul would be at the Performance Center before matches and getting, the extra work in and whatever. And I mean, like, they could have done all of that with any other celebrity. It just seems to be like, with Bad Bunny and Logan Paul being like the current popular, well, kind of popular celebrities, they've taken the ball and run with it. Now, in the case of Logan Paul, he is the more polarizing celebrity in the mix, considering the fact that he has a very controversial history.
Yeah.
With his YouTube channel.
Yeah. And, probably talking about this before, like, he definitely grew from that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, I'm a firm believer that people can change, and I'm sure he has. And when you look at his work in the ring,
yes,
it is like he's been in the company for a decade.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of.
Looks like he's been in the business longer than he actually has. And that just goes to show you, like, the drive he has to do this. And, all the work he put in ahead of time. Yeah, it may have been just fooling around with his buddies in a ring, at home. But then, when it came down to it, he, went to the Performance Center, put in the work, and then got in the ring with already a pretty good list of people and crushed it.
And that's, yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be a good match for sure. And it's one of those things, too, where it's like, if you lose against him, there's no shame.
Yeah.
And, I mean, there's that, but he also has no problem with putting anybody over.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing as well. So, yeah, that being said, I can see Kevin go over on Saturday.
Yeah, more than likely.
Because if it's not the Royal Rumble, I'm not sure the next pay-per-view.
Next pay-per-view would be the Chamber.
Oh yeah, duh. So, yeah, I mean, I think that Logan has held the title long enough. My whole thing, as well, is once he loses, what next?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. If Logan Paul loses the title, what will they do with him next?
And I think for Bad Bunny, it was like, okay, I had my fun. Now I'm going to go back to my rap career.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Logan doesn't have anything. I'm just, like going, okay, well, what else is he going to do after this?
Yeah, like with Logan Paul, if you lose the title, who could they put him in a feud with next?
Yeah.
Well, it's the same with Kevin, as far as I'm concerned. If Kevin doesn't win the title on Saturday, what does he do next?
Yeah.
Does he try for the U.S. title again? Does he go for a Continental title maybe? Or, I don't know.
I think the only thing that really pissed me off was the promo that Logan cut. It was like, Since when did a Canadian ever deserve the right to win the U.S. title? Let's say Bret Hart, Lance Storm, Chris Benoit, Christian Edge. No, Christian never won.
I don't think Christian ever did, no.
Can't think of anybody else really. Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
But that's just a stupid line. I'm sure he was fed for some reason. But anyways.
Got a fatal four-way for the Universal title. You got Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles versus Randy Orton versus L.A. Knight.
Yeah! Yeah, there's still not controversy, but talks on YouTube. Now they're saying that Cody Rhodes isn't going to finish his story by WrestleMania 40. I don't know if that was supposed to be a rhyme scheme or not, but there it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the scenario's going to be, what the situation's going to be. Because, like, okay, this past Monday on Raw you had Cody and CM Punk have a verbal debate with each other and, you know, talk about the Royal Rumble and how Cody still has to finish the story, even if it means he has to go through Punk, and there are some verbal spars thrown out there and whatever. Now, I don't know necessarily if that will eventually lead to Punk versus Cody at Mania. Maybe they'll do a match, let's say Elimination Chamber perhaps?
Yeah, I think so. So, I mean, this is kind of, okay, so here's the thing. Because I think that I still want to see Cody finish the story. Now,
Yeah.
if it won't be Roman Reigns, I'm going to still predict Randy Orton is going to capture the title. Because you want to see Randy and Cody have their feud because of their history. You look at legacy. You look at, you know, the fact that they are, well, actually, it's Randy that's the third generation wrestler as opposed to Cody. Now, I mean, Cody and CM Punk are guys who had a good promo on Raw and basically told a good story there.
Yeah.
No pun intended. They also have history in All Elite Wrestling.
Yes.
Now, I think that CM Punk came in shortly before Cody left. CM Punk came in the summer of 2021, actually. August. Because I remember, I wasn't here for that, but
Right.
I remember watching it on a big screen in a hotel, and I'm going, oh, he actually did show his face. But they all have history, and I mean, just watching a review of Royal Rumble 2008,
Right.
Wrestling with Regret, you know, you talk of Cody in the same ring with CM Punk, and I guess Roman Reigns. No, he wouldn't have been in there.
No.
But just the whole history there.
Right.
So yeah, the possibilities in between now and WrestleMania are endless because
Exactly.
you've got the Royal Rumble, but also take into consideration you've got the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
So I can see if by any chance, whatever, Cody loses, the Rumble, or maybe CM Punk will lose. Who knows who's gonna win? I don't see Cody win the Rumble this year.
Right.
It could either be CM Punk or I don't know. It all depends too on if the people in the matches are gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
True.
But so for me, it's still gonna be Randy Orton. But that being said, I can see the WWE title be defended at the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, absolutely, for sure. Now, Matt has been clamoring for Randy versus Cody since way before the Rumble. I mean, I don't think it would be an issue with Randy winning the title. Does he really need it again? I don't know. LA Knight, I mean, he already had one opportunity against Roman one-on-one, and well, we all know how that went. So in this four-way, it's like, well, the odds are still not really in his favor. I don't know, with AJ in this, like, darker, like, AJ now is like AJ close to the time he left TNA.
Yeah.
The Lone Wolf or whatever.
He went on a hog where Dixie Carter was chasing him. Something like that.
Now, like, I don't know if this is like a heel version of AJ or what the hell they're doing with him. But, like, last time he held the WWE title was...
Yeah, he came in 16. Actually, no, the last time he held the title was 2019, regardless.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, him holding the title is fine. Again, I don't know who you would pair him with.
Right, yeah.
The best bet would be either Randy or Roman, but how long are they gonna milk this thing for? I don't fucking know.
Right, yeah.
So,
You pick Randy, I'll take... You know what, I'll take Randy too. Just see if he can actually get it done. I'm interested in seeing if Randy can have the title again. I mean, talking about how long it's been since AJ held the title. Christ, Randy hasn't held a title since in probably a good 8 years or so.
yeah.
About?
A singles title.
Second title, yes.
And now we'll go on to the Royal Rumble. Let's start off with the men's, I guess.
The men's Royal Rumble, I mean, we kind of know who's going to be in the Rumble already. Like, we don't know everybody, but we know kind of some participants. Cody's going to be in there. Punk obviously is going to be in there. Maybe Kevin Owens will be in there. Jey Uso more probably will be in there. Maybe Sami Zayn. Drew McIntyre for sure. Maybe Priest.
Well, I mean, that could be.
I mean, if he isn't there, he ain't gonna win because he already got the briefcase.
Yeah.
The rest of Balor, probably. Dom, again, probably. Maybe JD McDonough. Truth,
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne, yeah.
Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate, probably.
Yeah. Pretty Deadly. I'm talking about legends.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Who, I mean, don't. I could literally be anybody.
Yeah, like last year, really didn't know. I don't think there was any, at least for the men's. It'll be interesting. I think it would be fun to see, at least. I mean, there's The Rock, the Stone Cold. If he's still working out and keeping in shape, I
Right.
can see him in there.
Possibly, yeah.
I mean, hell, he could even throw in the Undertaker.
Yeah?
You know.
Didn't Booker T participate in the Rumble last year? I think when we were watching it, we were commenting about it was on the panel for the kickoff show for the Rumble.
Yeah, you're right.
And then he was in the Rumble.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, Booker T.
Now, other than Booker T, yeah, I think he was the only thing you could say legend.
Like, I don't know. I know there were some rumors of returns.
Right.
I just can't remember who it would be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. And again, you know, my pick is gonna be CM Punk. I said again. I don't think I mentioned it today right now.
Right, yeah.
However, yeah, I think CM Punk definitely could go over.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with that. Whether he faces Cody Rhodes, whether he faces Randy Orton, although, you know, once again, the possibility, hell, even Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
If Seth Rollins is healthy enough, I could definitely see that.
Oh, for sure.
So, yeah, there could be a lot of surprise entrances, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But he's balled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. Anyways, you know,
Yeah, for
Royal
sure.
Rumble's always fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which also Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So I mean, you would have more surprises there. Obviously,
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley, Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Valhalla.
Valhalla, Becky
So-
Lynch, Zoe Stark,
Yeah.
Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Maxine,
Yes.
so on and so forth.
Now, I forgot to mention this about the men's. Like, okay, we talk about surprise entrances, you know, from the past.
Right.
Do you see any call-ups from NXT?
Possibly.
You know, I think there could be, you know, let's say Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
Or, well, I'm not going to say Braun Breaker because he's still doing his thing with Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what's to say you don't see both of them in the Rumble?
that's possible.
I mean, yeah, you could see Carmelo Hayes, Trent Williams, maybe a Von Wagner, perhaps. Andre Chase, maybe. Duke Hudson, perhaps.
Oh, Chase, you. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's quite a few people that are in NXT right now that you could more than likely see in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to have become kind of I'll call it a tradition, you could say.
Yeah.
Last few years in the men's and women's Royal Rumbles, there's been NXT stars in it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. As far as the women's go, I can definitely see a lot of surprises.
Yes.
You know, one in particular, Liv Morgan.
Yeah, she could return at the Rumble.
Yeah, Liv Morgan. You got. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
You know, I'd love to say Cora Jade, but she's injured, so
Yeah.
you know. But it's gonna be fun, and I mean, we're at the Raymond James. Well, at first it said Tropicana Field, and I'm saying Raymond James Stadium, and I'm going, which is it?
I'm pretty sure it's the Tropicana Field.
Yeah. But, you know, this year, it's just gonna be like this again, you know?
Yeah.
So, we're gonna find out, okay, who's going to WrestleMania? Who's gonna win at the Elimination Chamber? That's one thing that it's kind of funny because You think the winner of the Royal Rumble is legit, but once you go into the Elimination Chamber, it could change.
Yeah.
So, WrestleMania is coming up, awesome, in Philadelphia, so...
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anyways. So, this has been another episode of Wheels of Fury.
Yeah.
And...
Well, one way or another, we'll get this fucking green screen figured out.
yeah, we attempted it twice. But anyways... Yeah. So, it should be a lot of fun. And... Saturday's gonna be... a great show.
Yeah.
And I mean, they never talked about a musical performance. I think last year was kind of the shits.
Well, I mean, they fucking had Birdie perform at the Rumble last year, and they put him right near the end of the fucking show.
Yeah.
It's like, why not put him at the fucking beginning or somewhere in the middle?
That would have made a lot of sense, but... Anyway.
Yeah.
So, this has been another episode of Wheels of Fury. I'm me, Matt. Killer Kyle. Hugo. Wheels of Fury champion.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will talk to you when we talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, deuces.
Peace. Nice.